What are you doing?
And that's it. We're live. We're here to talk about Pie Day, not this kind of pie, right?
What?
How do we feel about this kind of pie?
I'm not a big fan of the frozen pie. You know,
it's
am I in a bunker?
Frozen pie. That is a cauliflower crust pie.
Hey, you know what? I live in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Simple Simon's Pizza is here, a couple hundred locations, and they have a good cauliflower crust. If you bake it a little extra, stick it back in the oven another pan length, and crisp it up really good, it's pretty good.
God bless. I'm joking about that's the only pizza I have in my house, and since I was like, I literally, for you guys that are joining us live, I literally texted Eric and Lloyd here, was like, let's go live right now. Like,
let's do this.
As if whatever they were doing had no bearing or importance to me. It was like, I want to talk about National Pie Day. And so I was like, oh, what's the one prop I can bring to the table as a frozen cauliflower pizza, because I'm the diet guy now. So, hi, gents.
I'm sharing this right now as we speak. So, this is last minute, so you have to. I have to share. So, if you don't mind, I'm gonna
listen. I have a webinar coach. That's a true thing, and he told me that when you're typing while live, you're not supposed to talk. He said it is better to leave uncomfortable silence than it is to talk while you type. So, Eric, there'll be no talking until you're done typing. Okay, you leave that to Lloyd.
He's all done. Hey, when Rev calls up and says, let's go live, you jump out because it's Rev.
You know, I happen to have a few minutes in my calendar. And for those of you who don't know Lloyd from Perfect Crust and Eric from Perfect Crust Pizza Liners and Incredible Bags, you should. They're awesome and they sell great products. But they just posted on their Instagram, what ideas do you have for Pie Day? And I'm paraphrasing what you said. For those of you that don't know what Pie Day is, it is March 14th. And what does that mean? So pi, which is 3.14 repeating, right? Blah, blah, has basically been adopted by the pizza industry as a national day of pizza. Am I wrong? That's what it is?
Yeah, true.
No, you're right.
Yep. You got
okay. And so these guys updated their social and said, what ideas do you have? And I literally think I typed out 12. I don't know if you've even seen them yet. And I was like, that's a great reason to go live. That's a great reason to get on the Instas.
Let me read these off then, because $3.14 off all orders. Buy a pizza, get an apple, coconut, or chocolate pie for $3.14. Earn $3.14 in loyalty on all purchases. So
that's 304 or 3.14 times. So normally if you build a scenario, you get like a 1-to-1 type scenario. Give 3 times.
Yep. Unlimited toppings for $3.14. Buy one pizza, get one for $3.14. Buy a pizza, get an appetizer or a side for $3.14. I like that one. 3 14-inch pies for one price. That's the best one. That's the best idea you've had since I've known you. $3.14 off your purchase. I think what you had. I'd thrown out a $3.14 dessert. I like that. A dessert is a high profit item for a pizzeria. Maybe you get a local beer involved, and maybe you do a couple of, Kansas as an example. 3 pizzas get 14 pizzas free. Andrew wins. That's it.
I'm going there. You got my business.
Yeah, Andrew's really smart at marketing. He's not very good at
big business.
But maybe you get your local beer guy involved, your local beer manufacturer. There's a lot of local breweries, and maybe you do $3.14 6-pack or a growler or something like that. Because Kansas, as an example, just passed a state law. All restaurants can now continue to do carry out alcohol sales permanently, and I think it's going to continue.
Hey, you make a good point that I don't think you were trying to make, is that you can't spell IPA without PI.
Ooh. I'll see you all later. I'm off this call now.
when it's brains like this that I get to work with every day, it's just like I'm going to be the third wheel. I'm sorry.
This is also why I don't own a bar anymore, because I had too many of these stupid ideas.
Yeah. So way back in the before times, before COVID and quarantine and all that stuff, one of the weirdest Pie Day promotions that I saw in person was a restaurant had this thing. If you came in and you wrote down pie, with no aids, no notes, no nothing, You wrote down however many decimal points. Whoever wrote it the most decimal points accurately without getting it wrong won like a pizza a week for a month or something, some sort of prize. I thought it was pretty cool. And
That's
it brought
awesome.
out all the nerds. It was the guy. I talked to the owner. He said, "You wouldn't believe it. The guy, nerd power. The guys that won were all like, oh."
If you're in a college town, that's probably a good idea. You probably want some nerds to come in there.
Yeah. And I honestly, I mean, Rev is the king of marketing and obviously super smart about these ideas. And thanks for putting together this live. But yeah, basically. When I posted, hey, what are you doing for Pi Day? My whole point was, it's coming. Are you thinking ahead? Yeah. And, just like any other day, it's just a way to put some immediacy into your customers' decision-making, maybe drive an extra visit, give them a fun reason to visit, et cetera, et cetera. So, I mean, 3.14 is all I know about Pi. That's it. So,
Lloyd makes a great point, and Rev, you live in this space, and I think we kind of do too. But I'm amazed is a strong word, but you see a lot of operators that don't think ahead like 4, 5, 6 weeks or 2 months, and all these national holidays. I know you're a big fan of why not take advantage of them. I'm trying to remember who it was. What was the last holiday we had? It was National Cheese Pizza Day or whatever. And we're all in a mutual Facebook group, and a pizza operator said, I totally missed it. How do you miss that?
You can. I mean, but you got to think ahead. And it's fun for the customer. That's what I think is like, Eric and I have had a lot of talk about, what engaging operator feed looks like. It can be pictures of pizza, but it shouldn't only be pictures of pizza. It can't be the same pictures over and over again. You want to make it interesting, and something like this is an event that you can create something fun about. And so, like the ideas that Rev talked about are all really cool. Like all the things that you mentioned at the top there that Eric read off. Loyalty points and doing a multiplier. That's cool. If I was going to go anyway, like heck, let's go.
Yeah, I look at it this way, right? You're not necessarily like, if you're promoting it on your account, those are your followers, not new guests, right? Yeah. So what you're looking to do is, how do you convince somebody who's going to eat comfort food on that day to choose your comfort food over another restaurant's, right? Like, that's all it is. It's a reason to get somebody to choose you.
Or possibly, what do you think about doing something at the promotion so that, a lot of it is driving to your existing customers, but what if there's a way that, like, if they bring in a friend or refer a friend or something, I mean, that's great.
That's awesome. Yep. So can I share a tool here? I wasn't expecting to do this, but I can share a tool.
Go for it.
I love tools.
I have permission to make this easy on everybody.
Do it.
So for those people who missed National Cheese Pie Day, like, I have a way to solve that problem. So I created this a number of years ago. All right. It's called the Ultimate Food Holiday Foodie Calendar Guide, which is a terrible name, but good enough because that's exactly what it is. I created this in 2016, and it's on my blog that I don't update anymore. But basically, if you go to this blog post, right, and I'll share it here, go down to about the middle of the screen right here. And I created this thing called the Ultimate Food Holidays Calendar. Okay.
It's that easy.
You can go here, and right down here, there's this little button that says plus Google Calendar. If you pop that, it will literally add right into your Google Calendar.
Wow.
Right. It has, not only does it have the national day ofs, it has the national month ofs, the national week of, and you can go into, so like today is National Pack Your Lunch Day. I even have the appropriate hashtag in there, so you don't even need to search for it. Oh, and awesome. I update this all the time. So if a new one comes onto the scene, I put it in here. If the hashtag, and if you're like, oh, I don't want that on my calendar all the time, cool. Boom. You can turn it on and you can turn it off. Okay. Turn it on, turn it off, and it loads to your phone too. So anybody that wants this calendar, it is free. I created it years ago so like you never forget. And what I do is, if it's something like National French Fry Day, like, which is important to me because I run a French fry themed Instagram account, I actually go in and copy it to my calendar. So those super important ones I don't miss, like May 23rd, National Hamburger Day. You best bet I have that in my calendar. You know what I mean?
Yep. Got it. So Eric's guy that said, oh, how did I miss that day? That's not going to happen, right?
You never have to miss it again. That's why I created that thing. It's amazing what you can get done for $25, by the way.
Yeah. One of the misses, I think, by pizza operators is they think that their customers only ever eat at their restaurant. And stats bear out that we have about two and a half, so 2 to 3 pizza places that we eat at. So if I have an opportunity as a pizza operator to run a promotion on Pi Day and steal that one of those visits from someone else because I'm talking about it and they're not, I win that visit. And I probably still get them on the next time around as well. And so that's another reason to really be involved with, being creative about, I think what was yesterday, National Meatball Day, maybe it's doing a meatball sub or it's doing a meatball pizza and, and like I said, stealing that visit away that may go to the other guy down the street or may go to a national chain. Rev's typing something up because when I said it, something, I saw this, I saw that, and he's typing something. So he's like, I created an app for that 12 years ago.
I'm getting the link for this foodie calendar so I can put it on all the places where we're live right now so people can have it. So
well, don't talk and type. That's rude.
You prompted me.
So Rev, I imagine that one of the ways that you can get an added bump from like a date like this is to ask people to post photos of the pizza that they got on National Pie Day from your place with the hashtag and your tag. It helps them. Their friends and followers will see it. And so now they've got additional eyeballs when they say, man, I tried the Detroit for the first time at Eric's Pizza on National Pie Day. It was awesome. So now you not only have you driven business for that given day, but also expanded that reach, right?
I mean, yeah, the answer is yes, right? Any time that you can get a customer to interact with you or your content and share is a great day and a great action.
Excellent. Yep.
All right, now I just put the link on there. So if you are joining us on LinkedIn, the link is there. If you're joining us on Facebook, the link is there, and I will put it on YouTube if you happen to be watching there afterwards. So click that link, bit.ly/holidays hashtag. And it will take you right to the calendar, and you can just add it right into your own calendar, and then you will never miss Pi Day or any other one ever again. How's that?
I think a couple of my favorite ideas. I like the 3.14 times rewards. If you're doing a reward program, I love that. I love, Lloyd, you had said maybe I like the idea of bring a friend. Maybe bring a friend and they eat for $3.14. So. Yeah. I like that way you're bringing somebody, and I'm biased to our take and bake trays, but I love the idea of buy pizza at regular price and you get a take and bake to go, because if you're getting a take and bake to go, it's not stealing from the business that's in your restaurant. This is steal from that frozen pizza that they may buy at home.
Right.
I mean, the idea of doing that as well.
And what happens when they eat it 2 days later? It's an impression, like says the marketing guy, but like you've left another impression.
Yeah. Love it. So what else is going on in the world of pizza right now?
We have a client, and this is the promo they're going to do. And of course, I love this. Yes. The idea is buy any pizza and get pizza fries for $3.14. So we're bringing,
love it.
And that's not on their menu. So it's an LTO, like it's basically available on that day only. And like, who doesn't want French fries with pizza? They're not. If your answer is no, you're not my friend. So
I love French fries and pizza. That is interesting. When we did our Instagram lives last year, what's working, trying to help pizza operators and who was having success and what they were doing. Remember, Lloyd, I asked you, how do you feel about French fries on pizza? But it's big in Europe, but they call it the Americano. They actually put. I've done a little research since then. But the Americano in Italy is they'll do a Neapolitan pizza, but they'll put French fries and they'll cut up hot dogs on it because they think we like hot dogs and French fries, so they call it the Americano.
That sounds like salty papas. I would probably not want hot dogs on my pizza, and French fries would have to be limited.
Yeah. I do like French fries and burritos.
I do.
At my pizzeria, Eric, on National Pie Day, the promotion will be Pickled Pizza, $3.14.
You and Anthony Cascarino and about 800 other people that all DM'd me Pickled Pizza pictures are disgusting. And I love Anthony Cascarino, but the dude's blowing up my phone on Saturday with pizza pickle because it picks. He can't say pizza pickle Picks 3 times fast. He knows I don't like it, so dude's blowing me up with text messages, and then I'm like, dude, stop it. I post a video and tell him to stop it. I get freaking 500 of them from all these Yahoo pizza operators across the country, whom I love dearly, but sending me pizza pickle pics, no, I don't want to see that stuff.
All right, show of hands, who knows what the Z virus is?
No what?
The Z virus.
No idea.
No, we're still focused on COVID that we forgot that zombies are real.
Oh, okay. We're talking. I'm a Z Nation guy, so you know I'm down. I'm down.
So to me, pickles are the Z virus of food because once it touches it, it's infected. The whole thing. There's take off the pickle and like it's okay. Like you can't saw off the arm. Like I think that's a BS storyline. And like you get bit, that's it. You're done. Right. Yep. To me, pickles are the Z virus of food. Once it touches the item, that's it. Infection is everywhere.
Wait a minute.
Pickles on burgers?
Never.
Or Mr. Hot Chicken. Isn't it a hot chicken thing? Is pickles?
Yes. It pains me that I have to take the photo with the pickles on it because more colors means more likes. Yeah. But then I'm like literally with a napkin, like wiping off the pickle slime because that stuff is nasty.
Okay. So in my pizzeria, like I said, I'm going to ask people to come in on Pie Day, get a pie, post a picture, tag me, use the National Pie Day hashtag. But to qualify to enter in a drawing or something for free pizza for a month or whatever, they have to post a picture of them holding the pizza, but they have to have the Rev Ciencio face.
I'm down with that.
In my last job when I was the CMO at Single Platform, I'd hired like a professional photographer to do professional headshots. And on that day, I was like getting up to go, and my boss was like, "Dude, why did you wear a sport coat today? Like, are you interviewing for a job?" And I was like, "No, I'm going to get headshots done." And he's like, "Dude, you shouldn't be in a studio taking headshots." He's like, "Make the dumb face. Like, your photos are better with the dumb face." And so, like, I was like, "All right, so dumb face it is." Like, so that's why.
3.14, ironically, is the same number that you're away from your goal weight, right?
Me? Oh, yeah. I actually went up a pound yesterday, so now I'm 4.8 pounds away from my weight loss goal.
You're doing great, though. Just amazing, super inspiring. So.
I'm not inspired at all. I think it's disgusting.
I still eat a lot of pizza. In fact, I had a day 2 weeks ago where I had pizza for 4 meals in a row. So
I'm right there with you. I can do that. I'm that guy. Like I did that. I think I did that like 3 times. I've done the hat trick of that in the last 2 weeks. And my wife, how can you do that? I'm like, how can you not do that? Like
he calls it research.
That's actually an interesting subject. The people that say, "Hey, Robin," this is Robin. She's the people that say,
"No joke." Robin is a secret agent. Like that's not a joke. She's actually a secret agent.
That's very cool. The people that say like, "Well, I can't have pizza for dinner. I had it for lunch," or they say, "Well, I can't have Mexican for dinner." I can't comprehend because like I could eat the same meal like for 7 meals in a row. I just like if it sounds good, I'm gonna go eat it. So those people are evil. I'm pretty sure.
You know who eats pizza for several meals in a row?
Boy,
whoever goes to this restaurant on Friday.
Robin says I am. So she is a
secret agent.
She's deep state, huh? Cool.
That's not a joke. She is a secret agent. She's a brainiac. We've known each other for a long time.
Robin, send me a friend request. I want to follow you around and all your secret stuff. So send me a friend request at the Eric Bam. So I see the map behind you there. Mr. Ciencio is on that map somewhere, right?
Yes, he is. Absolutely.
You pinned him up there, and
Actually, I need to update this map. I've sort of switched to a online, like a Google Maps version that has customers on, just because it's easier for me to keep track of. But it's a lot of fun. We have customers coast to coast, pizzas everywhere, so it's awesome.
Well, we're getting ready to be international. We should be getting our first order for Europe here in the next 5 to 7 days, I believe. So we're going to Europe
for liners, bags, or both.
Pizza liners and bags.
That's killer.
Yeah, it's amazing actually. So
when we go over to visit, we'll bring you, Rev.
I would love to go to Europe.
Well, he'll be so small by then. We just put him in a suitcase.
Pull me up.
Like, is there a talking head in that bag? Yes, his body nothing though. He's nothing. So that'll be fun.
You'll laugh. The last time and really only time I've been to Italy, my wife and I went for like a 9-day trip, and we made a bunch of reservations because we planned. We actually have eatcations, so they're planned around meals. And every time we would go to a restaurant, I'd be like, "Hi, I have a reservation," and they'd be like, "What's your name?" I'd be like, "Ciancio." And they'd be like, "Nope, we don't see you." And I'm like, "It's right there. Like, I can read it." They're like, "Oh, Chancho." I was like, "It's not how I say it." So then, like, it became a game. Like I was like, "Okay, heads or tails are they gonna say it?" And literally 9 nights out of 9 nights, like, we don't see Ciancio. Like, cool, Chancho.
That's what I'm calling you from now on.
Chancho.
Chancho. Lloyd's writing it down too. Yesterday on the Instagram, one of my favorite follows on Instagram is Angelo's Pizza South Philly. Guys, he does such a great job on Instagram. It's all stories, and you feel like the whole staff, right? You know everybody, right? You know all their jokes, you know everything about them, and they're awesome. Well, yesterday, he gets home. What is it? Danny gets home, and he's out playing catch with his son, and his son's glove says Kenny Do It, and then as a name, Kenny Do It, and Do It is spelled like DEWITT. And then he comes on a little later, and he kind of laughs about it. He said, "Hey, by the way, when we go out for dinner and people ask for a name, he always says, 'Oh, we're the Do It's, DEWITT.'" And they're like, "Oh, okay, last name Kenny or first name Kenny." And then they'll all come over the microphone. "Kenny Do It, your table is ready." And then and the other name he uses is Willie Do It. And I'm like, and that's why I pay to be on Instagram.
There you go.
I used to
Kenny Do It and Willie Do It.
When I would go to Starbucks and they'd ask for my name, I'd always tell them it was CAC. Like,
okay.
Like it sounds like a funny word. CAC, your coffee's ready. CAC. So
I used to use the name Harvey Farquhar. Just as how do you spell that? I'm like, oh, just like it sounds. How is that? So Farquhar messes with people. They don't know how to spell that either. So it's always funny. But yeah, can he do it? That's good stuff. And will he do it? So
I can't top Chancho. I don't care. I'm going to use that as my name when I'm at the host station. It's Chancho.
My cousin, whose name is Ciancio as well, his screen name on every platform is Chancho. Like, he was like, "I'm going to go."
Chancho. So, I will be next month in PMQ magazine, and a lot of people don't know that Bam is actually not my real last name. It's Burns, and the Bam came about because my sister had gotten married like 10 or 11 years ago, and she changed her last name. So I jokingly said, "Well, I'm changing my last name too." So I changed it to Eric Bam just for fun, right? And so at that point, you're talking 10, 11 years ago, I went to change it back like 2 weeks later, and Facebook didn't want to turn into what MySpace was. And they wanted me to fax them a copy of a bill. And I'm like, so I just left it, right? So anyway, flash forward to yesterday, I'm having a conversation with Linda Green at PMQ, and we're talking about this article, and she has this little bio and says Eric Burns on it. I'm like, you need to put Eric Bam. No one will know. I'm really confused because I'm like, wait, what is that? So it's going to say Eric Bam on it, which is kind of fun.
So here's a little known. People say that like I have all these crazy stories that they've never heard. Do you want to hear one that literally almost nobody's heard?
I do, Chancho.
Okay. First of all, for those that you don't know, this is one most people know. Rev is not my name. It's David, right? I'm ordained Reverend. It's Reverend David J. Ciancio. And when I did that in 1997, I started signing my emails and checks, Rev David Ciancio. And people just thought it was my first name, and it's really more of a nickname. It's actually a title. I went with it. But however, that is not the story I want to reveal here. Ciancio or Chancho is not my birth name.
Oh.
It's actually Vivian.
International man of mystery. Do tell.
This is absolutely 100% the truth, and I've literally never revealed this on social media ever till today. I've been in a witness protection program since I was 16.
How do you top that up?
So basically 3.14 in a loyalty program.
That's not. There's literally there's no punchline. Like I literally have been in a witness protection program since I was 16.
So let's dig into that. So what's that all about, Chancho?
I can't tell her. There are bad people out there that if they find out the story, I'm in trouble. So
Is this something your parents did?
In collaboration with me on my 16th birthday, on Thanksgiving of my 16th year, my dad called my mom and said, we have to change David's name. David is my birth name. And here's why. And my mom was like, okay. And that was that. We went to court the next day. My dad flew into where I lived and boom. I've not been that guy since that day. And somebody had to come to my high school and I didn't get moved, but that somebody did come to my high school and say, listen, everybody here basically has to agree, like that guy doesn't exist anymore. So there's also several hundred kids that are the same age as me that know my last name. So if you find one of them, amen.
So let's do like a real low profile career, like in marketing or something like that.
Let's go live.
Good time.
No, we said Rev is sharp, but not sharp in all the right ways. So not sharp in all the right ways. So
lots of restaurant promotion ideas.
That's great.
All right, we're gonna have to dig into this a little bit more, I think. So
yeah, we'll stay tuned. More details coming.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about this maybe on a later date. But over a beer or two in Vegas, we'll probably get the whole story about him stealing a car. No, he probably ran onto like a live news broadcast butt naked or something, and then robbed a bank and all at the same time. So something crazy.
Story for another time.
There you go.
Awesome. Well, we should probably wrap this up. Anything last we want to say about Pi Day?
No, just it's a great opportunity. Go for it.
Yeah, the only thing I would say is make sure you use a Perfect Crust pizza liner. And I'm being serious. You know, and because this is, you invited me, so I'll say what I want. You know, like, I see so many guys that put so much love and time and effort and thought and care into what their pizza is, and they put it in, you know, who calls it a coffin?
John Arena.
John Arena, you know, calls it a pizza coffin. And man, we live in this space where more and more people are working from home. They're not going to your restaurant. You've got to go to where your customer is, and you've got to do a better job at packaging. And whether you're a pizza operator or you're a Mexican operator, we ate at a Mexican operator a couple weeks ago. We picked up to go, and this guy put this $20 meal in a freaking 9x9 foam container, and charge me an extra 50 cents and give me better packaging, because that's not working. And I will go somewhere else and spend a couple bucks more if the presentation looks better, it gets home better, and it's not put in a cheap ass t-shirt bag where the box turns sideways and juice runs out. Restaurant operators have got to do better, because we want it and we'll pay for it. Bottom feeders won't. Bottom feeder restaurant diners are still going to go out and they're still going to go get the 2 for $1, 2 for $1 fish sandwiches at McDonald's. But
no, you know what they're doing for Pi Day? They're going to 7-Eleven for the $3.14 large pie.
Right. Probably are. But restaurant operators have got to do a better job of packaging. And I'm biased because I live in that space now, but this is a perfect item to help your pizza. And it keeps it warmer. It keeps it crispy. It keeps it from greasing through the box. And so, off my soapbox.
I don't have to say this to pizza operators, but anybody else that's watching this, what is the one element of a pizza that sets other pizzas apart? It's the crust, right? It is not the sauce, the cheese, or any of the toppings, which I love. But I got sat down by Matt Hyland. I don't know if you guys know Matt from Emily and Emmy Squared one day. And he gave me this almost like an abrasive face punch verbally about how important crust is in pizza. And it opened my eyes, and now I eat pizza differently. I absolutely judge the crust. If that is the most important element of the item, why would you not do everything to protect the integrity of that part?
It's the foundation of the pizza. You know, Mike Bausch talks about that. He talks about the three core items: dough, sauce, and cheese, and it's in that order. You know, it's the foundation, and you've got to make sure the foundation is in place and it's not floppy and it's not soggy. Lloyd, what did the guy on that article the other day say protect the crisp or something. What was that hashtag?
Oh yeah, what was it? Something. But yeah, so in the New York Times article recently, it's in our feed. It talks about how much our product works for protecting the pizza once it's in a box, and so people should look for that. Absolutely.
Yep. Oh, that's flooring place there, Ghost Kitchen, Village Square,
and we did Brooklyn. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Well, guys, this was super fun. Thank you for occupying 30 minutes of my day that I had free. So I hope anybody that watched this was super helpful. If you have questions for any of us, I think we're all tagged here, whatever, reach out, use a Perfect Crust pizza liner. And either way, the thing with Pi Day is, I think most operators, regardless of your Popeyes or mom and pop shop, struggle with what do I post next on social media? Yep. Well, just do something.
Be creative.
Yep.
Cool. All right, gents, it's a super pleasure. I am not going to go eat this. This is not going to be consumed today, so don't worry about that. But it will be consumed at some point, purely only for dietary needs. So,
bye, Eric. Bye, Chancho.
Bye, Chancho. Be incredible, Chancho.